Okay, let's make some fermented mustard. I'm weighing out my mustard seeds. I'm using three types: yellow, brown, and black. The amounts for everything will be in the description. Basically, it's four ingredients, and one of them is optional. It's mustard seed, water, salt. Optional ingredient: some brine from a previous ferment. I'm using brine from some fermented garlic that I made. I just wanted to show you the layers of the different mustard seeds there. Reminded me of sand art you did in art class in elementary school. So now I'm just adding the water in, and when I get done with that, I will add the salt and mix that in. I got lucky here, exactly the right amount of salt on the first try. I'm just going to drain the brine off of this fermented garlic and dill that I have here. And then I will take like 3 tablespoons of that and add it to the mustard seeds, brine, to kickstart the fermentation process. If you didn't have this, it's, like I said, completely optional. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. Yeah, your fermentation could just take a couple of extra days. And then I will put a lid with an airlock on it. If you don't have that, you can just use any lid for the jar you have. Just make sure you either don't seal it up tight or you come by and burp it every day or two to make sure the pressures don't crack the jar. And now here we are, 7 days later, and you can see the brine is dark, and I'm going to pull the airlock off and put this into the blender. I'm going to add a little bit of the brine with it to try and free it up. I ended up using almost all of this brine in here. I was surprised that it took that much of it. But I just kept adding a little bit at a time until I got it to where it would flow in the blender really well and got to the consistency that I wanted. Once you get it to the consistency you want, just put it into a jar and put it in the fridge, and you're all done. Okay, so um, it's all done. It's been 7 days today, and let's give it a taste. See how it turned out. It's not quite as spicy as the last mustard I did. It's kind of funky in a good way. It's that the fermentation makes it a little funky, a little lactic acid. But it's not as good as I was hoping it would be. But I can see all sorts of ways to make it better. Maybe fermenting some garlic along with it and then grinding that up in it. Maybe adding some honey or it's got plenty of salt. But yeah, adding honey would be good. So it's a really good base, and it's really good.
just not as good as I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be fantastic, and it's just really good. And like I say, good base, somewhere to start. And for my first time doing fermented garlic, I am extremely happy. Now I have a whole bunch of fermented garlic that I can, or fermented mustard. Now I have a whole bunch of that I can use in other recipes and go from there. It'll probably go really good on the Canadian bacon I just made. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment if you have any questions. Leave me a comment if you hate the video. Just leave me a comment. It helps the algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. See you on the next one.